Hello and welcome back to Trucking Answers. Hey, have you subscribed yet? I never ask about this. Why don't you subscribe now so you don't miss any of my great content, if I do say so myself. And welcome back to the Crap Company of the Week. Every week we feature another crap company. This week, many of you wrote in have over the weeks and have said, look, Mark, why don't you do CR England as the crap company of the week? And so I said, I think they're awesome. Let's look at some online reviews. 95% of them say it's terrible. You know, you people, as usual, are right about it. And let's talk about it today. I just called them. Okay, and this is the information that I got from England. Now, I'm not going to go over everything because just the way they train their students should be enough for you to know not to go there. I don't recommend that beginning drivers go there, partly because of, well, let's get into it, right? So, look, as a trainee, now they will send you to their facility, okay, to train for 17 days. Now, the one in Salt Lake City, they have built their own place. Other places you go in a motel, which gets mixed reviews depending where you go. Salt Lake City, some of the reviews say similar to a prison compound. One said it's like a reform school. A number of people, one guy said, I'd rather go back to prison than stay there. So awesome. You know, this multiple people in a room thing, I never like. And as you know, as a lot of companies do, you're sent there on the crack hound. Gotta love it. So they don't require any money down, but you do sign a contract, and it's not a regular contract. It's a contract through a finance company for 18 to 23%, depending what state you're in, because of the laws, that if you don't stay a year, you will pay it back, plus all this interest that is accrued over the time. Now, if you do stay a year, it's $5,000, and it's forgiven. You don't have to pay anything back. Okay, another thing. In school, during your 3 weeks there, basically 17 working days, you do not get fed, which is unusual in the industry. I don't know if you know it, but people need to eat. And a lot of times when you go to school, you don't have any money. So feeding yourself for 3 weeks without being paid anything could be a detriment, okay? Can we feed people when we got this gigantic company that's like family and loves you? So then you go, you graduate after you stay. Oh, and somebody asked about pets. So talk about pets. They don't allow pets. England doesn't allow pets, okay? So there's your pet thing. So once you get in that, then you're phase one, which takes about a month, and you're required to get so many hours of driving. Now, he said it's a DOT requirement that you get so many hours. That is not correct. That's not true. The DOT doesn't require any certain number of hours of training. That's the huge problem with it, right? There's no training requirement. So once you get your CDL, you are not required by law to have any. To say it's a DOT, that's just not true. Companies shouldn't say that. They should say, we want you to get this much training. You're guaranteed $500 a week during this first phase. And she said you'll average $501 a week. I love it. I love it. Okay, you're going to split 30 cents. Then you're going to split, then you go to phase two, of which time phase two is you have enough experience now after your month that you get your own student, right? You're considered, the phase two is the two of you together, right? Who have no idea what you're doing. Okay, you student team it, you get another 2 cents a mile. Then you become a phase two lead. Okay, then you are training somebody. You're not just teaming together. You got this person who just got out of their school and you get to train them. Okay, and so you get another 2 cents, and she said you can make about $900, right? They all vary. You know, we don't know how much you're going to make, but you know, you're teaming with two of your team that neither you know what you're doing yet. And then you become an advanced lead for 4 months, at which time you'll make about $900 a week. That's what they said. And so I said, well, what if I brought my wife on? You know, how much would I make, as a trainer there? Okay, so if we were teaming, here's the thing. Once my wife goes through this training, they won't let me train her, right, fully. I would be splitting 49 cents a mile with 30 years of experience. I would come in and split 49 cents. Now, let me ask you, do you think 49 cents a mile is acceptable, after you've been driving since the 80s? No. Okay, that's really, really low. I can get a quarter more at a lot of other places, a mile. So to split 49 cents for me That's really, really low. Okay, so look, and he talked about, oh, why don't you come and lease? Have you thought about leasing, right? To me, well, what, maybe you two could lease, or you could just lease a truck and she could go drive another truck, or you could lease it and put a lease. And during your training, your trainer's going to show you, your trainer will show you about leasing a truck. Come on. Okay, don't forget, after 9 months here, 9 months, you can become a trainer or lease a truck. 9 months. They have trainers with 9 months experience. Okay, so that's ridiculous. 9 months, I say 5 years, right? But you should have at least a few years. And the lying about the hours, that's not good. Look at the online reviews. Many people said, as soon as you come for your home time, they don't get you home. There's tons of home time comments. It's not just one person. I don't take it into consideration if it's one person. But when a lot of people talk about it, it's a real problem. You can't get home. And they told me they expect you to stay out 3 to 4 weeks. Then you can get 3 to 4 days off. So 3 days off a month. Awesome. Right? That isn't good enough. I don't think that's good enough. And they have all this dedicated stuff that he talks about. Great. Pay super low to start. Super low. And when they team you with another student, I'm out. I don't like it. Right? They after 1 month, you're teaming with another student. That's all they want to do is get that money from you, not paying you, splitting 34 cents, right? Not paying you anything. Now, eventually, once you get to advanced lead, you're splitting 40 cents. Okay, so by the time you get up to that, you're splitting 40 cents. So you can make up to, $800 to $1,000 a week. That's after, a few months there. You're splitting 40 cents for teaming. And by the way, they expect you to train this other person too. It's not, you're the advanced lead. You're getting all this extra money. I don't like it. I don't like the whole program. It seems like a whole system just to funnel people in to get students to hose them and use them. Which sounds like a good line for a movie or something. I don't like it. Trainers don't have enough experience. I don't recommend it because you're not going to get trained properly by people that don't have any experience. And look, can we feed people? Can we at least feed people at orientation and all that and their training for a few weeks? Can we kick out a waffle, Pop-Tarts? Something. Oh, now these other ones, I don't have a lot of information. They have a few training schools around the country. Look. It's not recommended as a student. I don't recommend it. Okay? So that's the crap company of the week recommended by many of you. At the end of the year, we are going to do a crap company of the year. And that will be by popular vote of everybody on there. So that is great. You'll be able to write in and vote. I have a special thing for that. We're going to do that later this year. All right? So it's good to see everybody here. Thanks for watching. And we'll be back soon with more trucking answers.